You aren't poor because you're lazy. You're poor because you're playing a game where the rules are rigged. Look at your feed. You see a 19-year-old with a hairline that hasn't moved an inch leaning on a matte black Aventador. He tells you that if you aren't making $10,000 a month, you failed. But zoom out. Look closer. Champagne, private jets, stacks of cash. It's not reality. It's a menu designed to make you hungry. But then you put the phone down and you are back in your actual reality. 2026. Darkness. And you ask yourself, is the system broken or am I just stupid? Spoiler alert, you aren't stupid, but you are being gaslighted. You are told to climb the corporate ladder. Just one more promotion, just one more title. But have you ever looked at the top? It's empty. They put you in a box. They give you fluorescent lights that hum, and they trade your daylight hours for numbers on a screen. Then you spend an hour in traffic, unpaid, stressful. You are burning gas you paid for to get to a job you hate, to pay for the car that gets you there. This is what we call golden handcuffs. The salary is just high enough to keep you comfortable, but too low to ever set you free. And then the leeches come. Subscriptions, 1,000 tiny cuts. You don't even notice them leaving your account, but they are bleeding you dry. You use credit to bridge the gap. You buy the dinner today and you pay for it with your time next month. You are borrowing from your future self. Then the weekend comes. Are you building your empire? No, you are recovering. You are charging your battery just enough to survive Monday. This is the rat race, motion without progress, exhaustion without destination. And the faster you run, the faster the wheels spin. And the worst part? The system is learning. Every time you scroll, the algorithm learns exactly what insecurity to target next. It knows you are lonely before you do. They have engineered the apps to hijack your dopamine. You are fighting against supercomputers designed by PhDs to keep you broke, distracted, and doom scrolling. Your parents bought a house on one income. Today, you need 2 incomes just to rent the guest room. The ladder isn't just broken, it has been pulled up to the roof. You will own nothing and be happy. That is the slogan. But looking at your bank account in 2026, only the first half of that sentence is actually true. So here we are, 2026. The noise is loud, the rent is due, and you feel like you are running underwater. You can stay in the dark, tired and confused. Or we can flip the switch and see the machinery for what it really is. Let's look at the math. In 1990, comparison was local. If your neighbor had a nicer lawn, you were annoyed. Today, you compare your behind the scenes with the world's highlight reel. It is a losing battle. Charlie Munger called the first $100,000 a bitch. He was right. This is Death Valley. You push, but the rock pushes back. It feels like for every step forward, you slide 2 steps back. But once you cross that line, the physics flip. You stop being the engine and you start being the passenger. Compound interest takes the wheel. The average age of a millionaire in America isn't 19, it's 57. The real winners aren't on TikTok screaming about crypto. They are boring, slow, and invisible. But in 2026, the game is on hard mode. Inflation is the invisible thief that breaks into your house every night and steals 5% of your life. To escape, you need a flywheel. At first, it is brutally heavy. You push for a year and it moves an inch. You feel like giving up. But then, momentum kicks in. The wheel starts to spin itself. You aren't pushing anymore, you are just guiding it. This is the goal. Before we talk about what to buy, meet your silent partner, the tax man. And he wants 30% of your harvest before you even touch it. Think of your accounts like buckets. You need to know which one handles the leaks. Most people fill the wrong bucket and wonder why they are still thirsty. Bucket 1 is pre-tax, like your 401k. The government agrees to ignore this money today, but they will come for it when you are 60. It is a ticking tax bomb. Bucket 2 is the Roth. You pay the tax now, but when this money grows to $10 million, the tax man can't touch a single penny. It is mathematically illegal for him to enter. Bucket 3 is the brokerage. No rules, no limits, but no protection. This is your freedom fund for before you turn 60. This is the bridge. But none of the buckets matter if these two bars are the same height. You don't get rich by earning more. You get rich by widening the gap. Most people fall for lifestyle creep. You make more money, so you buy nicer things. You are running faster, but you are still in the exact same place. Stop using willpower. Willpower is for losers. Build a machine. The day your paycheck hits, it's gone, stolen by your future self before you can touch it. The hardest part isn't the math, it's the boredom. Real investing is like watching paint dry. If you are excited, you are probably gambling. At first, the returns are laughable. You save $1,000, you make $50, but you aren't building a pile, you are rolling a snowball. Once it hits critical mass, the physics change. Your money starts making more money than you do at your job. This is the crossover point. This generates the shield. This protects you from ever having to say yes to a boss you hate again. It buys your dignity. Why is this so hard? Because your brain is 200,000 years old. It doesn't understand compound interest. It only understands bury, eat, survive. When the market crashes, and it will, your monkey brain will scream at you to run. It will tell you to sell. This is the behavior gap. You must bind your own hands. You must be the captain who ties himself to the mast so he doesn't steer the ship into the rocks. The hedonic treadmill. You buy the car, you feel happy for 3 weeks, then the baseline resets. You are running fast just to stay in place. You need a target, a specific number. It is called the rule of 25. Take your annual expenses, everything you spend in a year to survive, and multiply it by 25. That is your freedom number. Anything less is just a guess. This is based on the Trinity study. It says you can withdraw 4% of your portfolio every single year, adjust for inflation, and statistically speaking, you will never run out of money. The pie bakes itself faster than you can eat it. Most people think they need $10 million. You don't. If you spend $40,000 a year, you need $1 million. If you can live on less, you are free decades sooner. It is not about your income, it is about your burn rate. Now, what do you buy? You don't pick stocks. You build a 3-fund portfolio: total US market, total international market, and a total bond market. That is it. You own the entire planet. Investors suffer from home bias. You think your country is the only one that matters. But look at Japan in 1989. Look at the UK. Winners rotate. You must own the haystack, not just the needle in your backyard. Bonds are boring, but bonds are your airbag. When the stock market crashes 50%, and it will, your bonds stay stable. They let you sleep at night so you don't panic sell at the bottom. Once a year, you rebalance. If stocks went up, you sell some high and buy bonds low. You are forcing yourself to buy low and sell high without even thinking about it. It is a mathematical safety valve. I cannot stress this enough. Fees are termites. A 2% fee sounds small, but over 40 years, it consumes 60% of your potential returns. You must choose low-cost index funds, expense ratios under 0.1%. Your financial advisor drives a nicer car than you because he is paying for it with your fees. You don't need a manager. You need a system. No one cares about your money more than you do. Markets crash, pandemics happen, wars start. These are black swans. They are unpredictable, but they are inevitable. Your plan cannot rely on a perfect world. It must be built for chaos. Before you invest a penny, you need the FU fund. 6 months of expenses in cash. This prevents you from selling your stocks when the car breaks down or the boss fires you. Dollar cost averaging. You don't time the market. You buy on the first of the month, every month, forever. Whether the market is up, down, or sideways, You are a robot. The hardest part is the waiting. It takes 7 years for the snowball to double. The first 100,000 is a grind. The second is easier. The third is automatic. If you are entertained, you are losing money. Real investing is as exciting as watching grass grow. Go find excitement in your hobbies, not your portfolio. Stop looking at the neighbor's car. He is leasing it. He is stressed. He is one paycheck away from bankruptcy. Wealth is what you don't see. You must define enough. If you don't have a finish line, you will run until you die. Money is a tool, not a high score. You can always make more money. You can never make more time. Every dollar you waste is a slice of your life you gave away for nothing. Now you have the math. You have the psychology. You have the buckets. The only variable remaining is your behavior. Would you rather have $3 million now or a penny that doubles for 30 days? Most people take the cash because they can't see the curve. On day 29, the penny is worth $2.5 million. On day 30, it explodes. This is the part of the graph the human mind cannot comprehend. You don't need to find the needle, just buy the haystack. It is boring, it is unsexy, and it is the only thing that actually works. If you want excitement, go to a casino. If you want wealth, be born. If your investing is exciting, you're doing it wrong. The news will tell you the world is ending. They sell fear to keep you watching. You must buy silence. Money is not a Ferrari. Money is a time machine. It buys you your Tuesday mornings back. It buys you the ability to say no. It buys you the freedom to be who you actually are. Because at the end, you can't take the zeros with you. The goal isn't to be the richest man in the graveyard. The goal is to pass the torch, to break the chain of poverty for your last name, to be the one who changed the trajectory. So you have a choice. You can take the shiny door and stay on the treadmill, or take the boring path and walk free. The trap is set, the door is open. The only variable left is you. I'll see you in the next one.